Hey fam, sorry about that. We got cut off just now. Anyway, I wanted to come on here tonight and talk real quick about the responsibility that husbands have to set a certain tone in our relationship, especially because of the stresses of life and the responsibilities that our wives and us carry together. So I could talk about myself because Sherilyn and I are in ministry together. And so in a few minutes, we're getting ready to jump on a video appointment. And we're going to probably be on that for a while. And we usually have a couple every night. And we also are in the transportation business together, right? We're in the transportation business together. And so we have a lot of business that we're doing. We're doing business for God. We're doing business to run our house, and our business of working together is another part of our responsibility. So when you hear all of that, what I just explained to you that Sherilyn and I do together, you could see how all of the work we do together, ministry wise, all of the work we do together, in terms of the work we do, all of the work we do together to run the house, that's a lot of work. And in a husband and wife situation, if you have a lot of business happening and you don't have romance and you don't have a great sex life and you don't have fun together, what happens to you automatically is you basically have a bad business relationship. It's like a sour business relationship. And as men, we got to understand that our wives are incubators. They incubate everything. So that means that whatever we're doing, whatever we give them, they amplify it and give it back to us. So if we spend all of our time, all of our waking moments just dealing with the stresses of running our business, dealing with the stresses of running our ministry, dealing with the stresses of running our home, then what's automatically going to happen is the relationship begins to look and feel stale, and it begins to feel like a bad business relationship. You get tired, you get drained, and the excitement and the fun, all of that is drained completely out of your life. And so it's important for us men to change things up. It's important for us to set the tone. It's important for us to realize when we need to go and have some fun. We need to learn when to stop and go have some fun, because if we don't do that, we're going to create a situation where we have a stale business relationship. And so I just wanted to jump on here and talk about that because I'm seeing this very, very often where couples are busy running their life, they're busy running their business, they're busy, doing purposeful thing and helping other people. Um, but in the midst of all of that, I find that the husband, may get tunnel vision, and he doesn't take the time to help his wife to refocus on them having some fun, on them having romance, on them having, an exciting sex life. And if you are just doing business all the time and you're just working hard, and you're just leading your wife in a way where she's just zoned in on the work that you guys always have to do, it's going to create a situation where you guys feel like you're in a stale, bad business relationship. And so it's important for us to have fun. I have to be mindful of that myself. Even though we're in the ministry of marriage, I have to remind myself, listen, it's time for you to shut this down, and it's time for you and your wife to go have some random fun. It's time for you guys to, lock yourself away from the responsibility, maybe cancel some appointments, and have some fun for a day or two. And so we try and have random, exciting moments and random times of just having fun, because life will hand you a whole bunch of business that will drain the romance and drain the excitement out of the relationship, right? We get up. Some of you get up early and work. Some of you work overnight. Some of you have jobs where your husband's working day shift and you're working night shift, and you might end up spending time with one another on a weekend when your days off coincide. And so these are all things that you got to look at and be very intentional about. Every week, are we having fun? Every week, are we romancing and dating each other? Regularly, are we feeding one another? and creating memorable moments and creating that excitement that's necessary to keep that relationship thriving. So just want to jump on here and talk about this real quick, because any relationship that's lacking romance, lacking fun, memorable moments, and lacking a great sex life, any marriage that's lacking those things, it end up being a bad business relationship, and you don't want your marriage to feel like that. So it doesn't have to be that way. Planning has to be something that we do, and a lot of times planning don't sound like something fun. Planning your excitement may not seem like fun, but it's a lot of fun when you block a day out on your schedule, and when that day comes, you know that you guys are talking away with each other and having a good time doing things to feed one another. It's going to be fun because you did the work to cancel things, and you did the work to isolate yourself and get everything else off your calendar so that you can enjoy that day or those moments. So plan the excitement, plan the fun, put it on your schedule, because if we don't schedule it, it's not going to happen. And if it's not happening, it's going to drain the romance and drain the excitement out of the marriage, and the marriage will end up feeling like a bad business relationship. So that's all I wanted to jump on here and talk about, because a lot of times, we may be focused on our kids, focus on ministry, focus on our business, focus on everybody else, and because we're so tunnel vision, we begin to drain and suck the life out of our own marriage and our own relationship, leaving it with no romance and no excitement. And we don't want to go down that road. So if that's you, let's fix it. If you have something going on, let's keep it going. Amen. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.